Hey there, looking to score high and want to do a selective study in geography, class 10th. So I'm going to provide few questions chapter wise. These are from manufacturing industry, chapter 6 in your textbook, which is going to come in your board examination, upcoming board examination, that is term 2. And there are some questions which often get repeated in the board exams. So one by one, I have shared around 5 questions with you, and I'll tell you the answers where the location of an answer in your textbook itself. Again, I'll suggest you not to opt for a help books, because help books are not exactly made on the basis of your textbook, and whatever comes in CBSE exams, that is exactly from your textbook, especially in social science, right? And they expect your answer also be aligned based on your NCERT, right? So your first question here is, mention any two challenges faced by the jute industry in India. State any one step taken by a government to stimulate its demand. Come on, go through this question again. You have to write two challenges faced by jute industry, right? And you have to tell one steps or work done by a government to enhance its productivity as well as demand. So look at this. I'm sharing now your NCRT. So I'll show you answer of this question. Wait. Now look at this. Jute industry, right? And your answer is towards right hand side here. Now, what are the challenges faced by jute industry? Look at here. Stiff competition from international market, from synthetic substitute, right? There is two points. One is stiff competition from international market as well as from synthetic substitute. We are getting a very good competition from the countries which are very close by and whose economies are lower than our economies. Look at these names. Who are those countries? Bangladesh, Brazil, Philippines, Egypt, Thailand. Look at these countries. They are all economically backward than India. So the cost of production or the labor cost here is cheaper than the cost of India. Try to understand. If assume if one day, working for a one day, if Indian labor will charge 100 rupee, the laborers in these countries will charge 50 rupees. So in this way, when we manufacture jute on everyday basis by each labor, the 50 rupees less in this country than compared to our country. So definitely their jute product is going to be cheaper than our jute product, right? So, you know, that's why these, if the same product is being produced by India and the same product is produced by Bangladesh, Brazil, Philippines, Egypt, and Thailand, and these products are available in the market, one with a higher rate and another with a cheaper one, obviously people will go and buy this product with the cheaper, which are cheaper, right? Where they have to pay less. And this is where we are getting a challenges. The second thing, Jute, it's a natural thing. We get it from the nature, but and it's comparatively costly too. Whereas you might have seen the synthetic bags in which your atta gets packed, or your pulses, when you buy pulses, these are packed in those bags, right? They are not coming in jute bags. They are all get packed in synthetic bags. So obviously, if the synthetic bags are cheaper and they are in more demand, right, the people will go for it instead of jute bags or gunny bags, right? So, but there is another factor we all know. If we look at environmental point of view, ecological point of view, so here you will get to know कि jute bag is more or better for a environment than the synthetic one, and we have to support our farmers also. So the what government of India has done, they have created one policy, you know where they are asking, or they are forcing all the sugar industry to pack their sugar in jute bag to enhance the demand of jute in the market, so the farmer will get a right price, and there will be a demand for jute industry too, right? Now, what are those countries where we are supplying our jute product? USA, Canada, Ghana, Saudi Arabia, UK, and Australia, they are buying our jute products. And even the growing concern about the environment and environment friendly goods, that is also giving a boost to the jute industry. So these are the main points which you have to consider here to get through this answer. This question can come as a 3 marker as well as for 5 marker. If it comes for a 3 marker, you can just write down the stiff competition from international market plus synthetic. It has a competition from synthetic substitute. This two line can be converted into a easily into a 2 points, right? Then jute policy of a government, that is third point. Fourth, global concern. And in fifth point, you can give the answers from where we are getting a stiff competition, whose product are cheaper, and to whom we are selling our product. So this can easily be answered as a 5 marker also, and 3 marker also, right? 3 marker, the highlighted portion you will do. For 5 marker, along with the highlighted, you can give write down these countries whom we are selling our product, and from, and the countries who are selling their product at cheaper rate, right? Now you have second question. Let me share with you the second question which often get repeated in board, right? Let's go to that. Why I'm not giving the direct answer, because if I have to share this kind of thing, like the 5 or 3 marker, and where are the those points in a textbook, that will be very uh, important, because the question paper are not framed from the help books, they are directly framed from your textbook. So that is why reading a chapter, thorough reading of chapter is important, and you should know from where you have to pick your point. Now look at this second one. Why are jute mills concentrated along the Hughle River? Again, why are jute mills concentrated along the Hughle River? This is another question which is again a 5 marker, right? And often get repeated in board exams. So here again you have to go to that page where we have done the previous answer, right? To the left hand side. Now look at this. Factors responsible for their location in the Hooghly Basin are, here you have plenty of proximity of jute producing areas. So if you look at this, Hooghly River is in West Bengal, and West Bengal is the highest producer of jute. So obviously, the jute producing area is in vicinity, and that's why jute, most of the jute industry is situated along the Hooghly Basin. Now look at this second point: inexpensive water transport. If you are aware of the waterways of India, so that is in your last chapter, right? Let me share with you. Uh, the first one, National Waterways number one, that goes between Allahabad and Haldia, right? And the second one between the Brahmaputra River, between Sadia and Dubri, right? So if you look at this whole region lies in this transport system or waterways. So it becomes easy to transport, cheaper plus easy to transport these raw material from the uh, place where it is being grown or harvested to the jute mill, which is nearby Hooghly River, right? Now look at this third point: supported by good network of railway. Yes, it's in West Bengal, and West Bengal, as it is very nearby to port, that is Haldia as well as Kolkata. So well connected network of railways as well as roadways and waterways is available in this area to take this raw material to a jute mills and again a finished product to the port or to other part of market in India itself, right? So this is another point which you can add on, right? Now look at next one: abundant water for processing raw jute. I don't know whether you are aware of this or not. As you have already done this chapter, you must be knowing the processing of jute needs a lot of water. See, already where it is grown, we have a lot of oxbow lake. So, if you are aware of the jute when it is produced, it's a hard and sticky thing. To take out the fiber separate, and to get the that fiber separated from that sticky part of that plant, laborers they put these jutes into the water for a long period of time, so that gluey thing in that jute get dissolved in the water and the fibers you can see get separated easily, and after that processing is done. So for that we need a lot of water, and it's available in plenty in total West Bengal as well as in Hooghly River, right? Now for all this work we need a lot of labor, so they are available because that is one of the denser part of India: West Bengal, Odisha, Bihar, Eastern Uttar Pradesh, right? So we get a plenty of labors here. On the top of that, for any kind of business or um, trade or manufacturing, if we are doing in certain area, definitely that area will have a good number of infrastructure along with the banking, insurance, and all. And we have a port also available in this area. So all these factors are responsible for the growth and development of jute industry in Hooghly River Basin. Now we have to take up third question, which often get repeated in board examination. Let me share with you that third one. Yes, it's visible. Now, state the challenges faced by sugar industry. So what are the challenges faced by sugar industry? Again, I have to take you back to the textbook. Sugar. It's a agro-based industry, so it has to be here in only. See, these are the questions which often get repeated, but make sure to score high, you need to read the chapter many a time. Where is sugar industry here? Okay, look at here. What are the challenges faced by? ठीक है, seasonal in nature. Sugar industry is seasonal in nature because when the sugarcane grown in a field, that is one crop which takes almost 1 year to get ready. Just after the harvest, right? Sugar industry get lot of cane to process to get the sugarous and to make a sugar. Whereas after harvesting season, you know, for a few months they have a lot of sugarcane to do so to extract sugar. But after that, again sugarcane is being grown from a scratch in the field. So again they have to wait for another 1 year to get the another set of raw material. So it's very much seasonal in nature. On the top of that, UP is the largest producer of sugarcane and sugar, along with Bihar. But in these two states, the machines are very old and inefficient. Upgradation of machines are not being done in this region. If I'm saying in this region, it doesn't mean the 100%, but majority of it. On an average, if you'll take, so majority of machines are old and inefficient. So obviously, the new technique with the new machines, efficiency comes more, and with the old, the efficiency reduces, right? So is the production. So the second challenge which we face is our machines are old. Now, third one, delay in transport to the factories. Now we all know we have gone to the person who sell the sugarcane juice, right? You might have seen the amount of juice when he crush it, the amount of juice comes out. Okay, if you think, just think, if these sugarcane reaches late, maybe after 1 week, so will the amount of juice, that is sugarous content, we call it sugarous content, right, will remain in same amount in cane? It will get dry up, right? And so the even if I want to crush it and take out the sugar from it, I won't be get in a same amount. So that will be a loss to a mill owner, right? So that is another factor, third factor, which is responsible for the problems which is coming in this sector, right? And last one, maximize the use of baggage. You might have seen the wastage which are left after extracting sugar or sugarous from a sugarcane, and that from where to store it? Where do we store it? We don't have storage for that. So maximizing that waste is a big problem which is coming in this field. So here you have a four challenges which belongs to a sugarcane industry, right? Now we have next question, right? Let me share a screen that again. Fourth question. Yes, it's visible to you. State the difference between mini steel plant and integrated steel plant. This is another question which often get repeated in your board examination, right? And again, let me share with you your textbook, and you should know the answer lies in which part of your textbook, right? Instead of going through the help book, please go with your NCERT textbook. Look at this. Mini steel plant. This often come as a 3 marker, right? Mini steel plants are smaller. Yes. By name itself is a very clear that it is a small unit of steel plant. It has electric furnace. Furnace, where the melting of iron ore takes place. But mini steel plant is not the one which make use of iron ore. It make use of scrap. The scrap dealer who takes away the scrap from all of us, right? That is being sold to the mini steel plant owner, and they again uh, roll it, melt it, right? Re-roll it and convert it into a ingots or give them shape, and that is how, as per the demand in market, they convert it into a that alloy or in that shape and sell it to the concerned industry, right? So this is how the mini plants work. So nothing, mini plant is nothing but it's a small plant. It has a electric furnace whose capacity to melt is less. That's why they take a pure material like scrap which is already purified by previous industry, right? So they just roll it, re-roll it, melt it and convert it into a something, some other ingots or shape, right? And they may add it with a mild alloy or something, as per the uh, demand of other industry who is going to buy this product from this mini industry. This is about the mini industry, right? And we have a integrated one. You can see integrated one here. This is integrated is the very large industry, and they do not rely on electric finance because that is something which will not do the work which is needed by a coal, right? The heating of coal is much higher than the heating of electric one. So that's why this is spread in very large area, right? Acres and acres. They handle every complex thing like extraction of mineral to purifying that iron ore, then giving a proper shape, rolling, shaping, everything is done under one unit. So this is quite big one. The integrated steel plant is a large scale industry and it's a basic industry, right? And this question again comes for a 3 marker. Now your last questions come, means the question which often get repeated. See, there are so many questions in this chapter. I'll make another video for expected question also, but here I'm just dealing with few 5 4 5 questions which often get repeated in this examination by one way or the other. So one more question which often get repeated here is industrial pollution and environmental degradation, right? So one question often come from industrial pollution and environmental degradation. Mind it, here they can ask either on air pollution or water pollution. You can see here water, thermal, noise. Okay, then there is one more, control of environmental degradation, right? And how NTPC is taking care of it. What is being done by NTPC? This, out of this pollution one also you can get one question. So this is what I have shared with you of 5 four question plus one topic from where you often get your question. Now my next video will be on expected question which may appear in board examination. With this, we'll carry on with next video soon. Thank you very much.